Lots of hype as they will fight in. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go. Couldn't land that jab. No rest for the weary. A perfect counter shot. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. There's one to confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Come on, you let him come back in the fight. Great round. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on him in this round. Right, let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen. Just keep them on the other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. Pound on your jab and breathe when you're stepping around. Hurry up a little bit so you can't figure it out. Good work. Now, I don't want you to load up. Reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
You've got to go out there, ride it out. Go out there and finish it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Lomachenko in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the ropes. Because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
They drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Marquez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. I need you.
And there's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. That's another scoring shot. Did well to block that right hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. By the way, the connect percentages have to hold it right there. Lomachenko is buzzed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Marquez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep...
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice stop, but that won't score. Oh, what a punch! These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. After what we saw in that... Time for the 5th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I love that. That jab's slick. Just to be smart. Just get your shot.
On to the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Jab slightly off target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Good defense there to stop that hook. That left hook just missed. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You feel good? Good man, good man. And win this next round. You don't want to lose this fight. Do no free shots. Each spot. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle. You can't go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better. Body shots in there. Vary up a little bit so you can't figure it out. Good work. Switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on him. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he's together. You got complacent. The fight's not over yet. You were smart. You weren't loading up.
And there's the bell for round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Hold it right there. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. We'll see. And there's the bell for round 8. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Lomachenko in trouble! And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Oh, what a punch! Caution is being thrown to the wind. Blocks the left uppercut. Marquez is dazed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the